It's Week 12 of the NFL.
And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards that time for number 14.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Here is 3rd down and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Hardman on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Myles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. On the return, it's Rodgers. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory, so they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. And that one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Again, it's Johnson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Purdy now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
That is caught, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Zerline's kick is up and through. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Jones. A short throw to Ingram. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So here are the Texans to take over. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Purdy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They go play action here. Purdy going across the formation. He finds Freiermuth.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got this to Pickens.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll get this complete to Tillman.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing Jones.
To the right side, that's where Tillman is.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Rodgers on the return.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Purdy looking to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Purdy's throw caught by Higgins.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Murray diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Jones on first down. Completes it to Hardman. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw on third down, Jones. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Purdy.
That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Purdy off the play fake. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the lead will hold at 13.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ooh, with a juke. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Now 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Gibson again.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
On the counter, Gibson. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
A give running right, Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles. As we've got back now in Houston, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. A short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now Purdy. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Purdy will throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Jones now to throw on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Jacksonville.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now it's the backup Mariota. A short throw to Ingram.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. To throw Mariota. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now an option play on second down.
And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Powers through, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard